let me introduce this beautiful lady sitting in the box next to me. This is author LaKeisha. She has, if I am correct, 16 titles? 16 books?
Probably. Probably. It might be a little bit more, but I took some down.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
count 16 books on Amazon.
Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
And so I was introduced to author LaKeisha. Um, was it married to a not married? It was taken by a seven-figure rich hitter.
Yeah, okay.
That's how I got introduced to you because Shannon from one of the coordinators of the Boozy Book Tour, she said you got to read this. You got to put everything down and read this. And
I know
baby,
her. I love her.
what I tell you, I had a time. A time was had. A good time was had. So
Thank
welcome,
you.
LaKeisha, to the BookedandBizzie podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Well,
And
child,
I'm a little nervous.
let's talk about your book, a couple of your books first, and then we'll get into some of these author questions.
Okay.
All right. So the last book I wrote was Married to an Unhinged Billionaire. Now he was batshit ass crazy. What is wrong with Tommy?
Yes, he was. He was. Musani, I wanted to create like a very cold character with him. And kind of like, you know how like they be like so cold, but I love her, but I don't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? And then like I wanted him, I really haven't explored his unhingedness just yet. Like it's like slowly building up because you notice like he always teeters. He like, I gotta stay professional, but oh, there it is. I didn't snap. You didn't piss me off. Now I gotta hang you out the window. So
Just batshit crazy. So this is an arranged marriage,
yeah,
so to speak. It's an arranged marriage agreement. He needs
like a marriage of convenience, more or less.
he needs a green card, and
Uh,
is it Kiyomi or Kiyomi?
Kiyomi.
Kiyomi needs some money because she don't have no money.
Yeah. Her son. She needed a good lawyer. She needed a good
He helps her
lawyer.
get her son out of jail because he was wrongfully framed for an unaliveness because we can't say the word. And they made an agreement to marry. He's trying to play hard, and he falling.
He fell for her. I would say like probably the first time they met. You know, but he was just trying to play hard to get. And her, it was more or less like, you know, she had just got out of the marriage with her husband. She caught her husband with his side family and stuff. So she really wasn't looking for love or anything like that.
All she
And then
wanted
he
was just survive.
yeah, and then here he come, and he like, cause I think he asked her to marry him before the stuff with her son. So he kind of took advantage of her, of her vulnerability and her situation. Yeah, Musani, he ain't shit.
But he turned even though even though he started falling for her and she started falling for him, it was like, how this go in? Because you ended it on a cliffhanger in book 2. What the hell?
I'm known
It
for my
wasn't a cliffhanger. That wasn't a good cliffhanger. I was out there
No. I'm so known for my cliffhangers. Like I always, it sounds bad, but I like when the readers be mad at me when I end a book. Like, cause that shows that you enjoyed it. If you expressing like, oh, I'm gonna get you, I can't believe you, like that made me feel good. Cause I'm like, okay, y'all liked it. I'm like, oh, y'all like the book. So yeah.
So then, because his parents lied to them, him and his sister, she needed a green card too, so she had to do the same thing.
Yeah, with Samir. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we gonna know more about Samir in book 2? Because something ain't clicking, Steven.
Yes. Yes. Samir, I'm gonna say this. Samir fits in with the Toussaint brothers. I'll say that.
I don't think I read the Toussaint. Did I read the Toussaint brothers?
It's that's Musani's last name, and you know he's got his twin brothers and stuff.
Okay.
So he fits in with them perfectly.
So is it gonna be a story about them the damn twins?
I really, really want to. That's kind of up to my publisher to decide, though. Like, I really want to. Like, every time I talk to him, I'm like, listen, please let me do this story. But it's just like, you know, sometimes when you do spinoffs to certain series and stuff, like the series will do good. The initial series will do good. But then when you do the spinoff, it kind of like falls off. So I guess we just trying to see what's going to happen with part 3 and whatnot. But I really want to, because I have Aries and Taurus' storylines already laid out. I know who they're going to be with, the conflict, everything. So hopefully we can.
It's crazy too.
Because since they don't have like a more of a public standing like their brother, they're a little bit worse than Musani. Musani gotta kind of hide, like pull himself back, but Aries and Taurus, like they don't care. They don't care. They gonna do whatever, say whatever. And I think for me, I think Taurus might be a little worse than Aries. Aries is more outspoken. Taurus, it's like, to me, the cool, calm, and collected ones are the more dangerous ones. Okay. So if y'all do get that series, if y'all see the difference between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna suggest, if y'all like a good unhinged foolishness and the mayhem, is to read the unhinged. Wait a minute. Let me get it right, because I will fuck up a title in a minute. Married to an Unhinged Billionaire. So books 1 and 2 are out, and we are waiting, happily and patiently waiting for book 3.
It'll be out next month. I'm working diligently.
Perfect. So then we have, I read Taken by a Seven-Figure Hitter. Seven-Figure Rich Hitter. So that was Reagan, Sergio, Rice, and Grimm. Sahil or Grimm, as either. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And then we have the AKA Cayenne. Okay. What's wrong with you? So, what? I just have one question, and y'all gonna have to read it.
Okay.
Reagan and Sergio had a one-time thing.
Yeah.
That resulted in a baby.
Her getting pregnant, yep.
But she didn't know it was his baby.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
But she thought it was her ex-fiance, Cayenne.
Yep.
Who was unalived.
By Grimm. Yep.
By Grimm.
Yep.
To find out Cayenne is a cop.
Yep. Yeah. And it's crazy because that storyline was supposed to be a totally different storyline. Like, Rice was actually supposed to be a villain, and Reagan was supposed to be the main character. I was gonna do it where it was Desmond was still gonna cheat on Rice, or Desmond's character more or less. His name probably would have been Desmond, but he was still gonna cheat on Rice with Reagan, and she was gonna find out and leave him, and it was still gonna be Sergio. Like, she was still gonna end up with Sergio and stuff like that. But I just didn't think like a book about a side chick winning, more or less, would do good. So I made them sisters, and I pulled some storylines that I had tucked away and kind of put them together, and that's how I got Seven Figure.
Right. But I was like, what the hell is this? I know. It's a good time, though. Let me tell you something. It is my kind of good time.
I love
So wait a
drama.
minute. You never knew what was getting ready to happen.
Yeah, I like twists and turns. I like drama. And then before I came out with Seven Figure Hitter, I had a lot of personal things going on. So I took a year off of writing. So I think my last book was before Seven Figure Hitter was I Left a Lane for a Millionaire Boss. Mm-hmm. And so when I came back with Seven Figure Hitter, I was like, well, I've been gone for a year. Like, I got to come out swinging because, you know, if you, like, taking a year off for an author, especially if you're not, like, well known, it can make or break you. So I'm like, well, shoot, I got to come out swinging. So that's how I just was like, okay, well, this going to happen, that's going to happen. He going to do this, she going to do that. And that's just, I was actually very happy that everybody liked it. Because I was nervous. It's like my first book after a year hiatus. I'm like, oh, what they gonna think? What they gonna think? And all my pencils is like, you gonna do good. And I'm just, my release day, I was sweating bullets. I was crying and everything because I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But it ended up being a really good success. So that series is gonna always have a special place in my heart.
So you came out writing, as a published author in 2018, correct?
Yep.
And then you signed to K. Renee initially, and then now you're under Cole Hart, correct?
Yep.
So these are the author questions. What made you want to sign with a publisher versus just doing it on your own?
When I decided to become an author, like, I didn't know which way to go. You know what I mean? Like, I was reading a lot of books, and you know they have the publishing company on the book. So I didn't know how to start being an independent independent author. I didn't know anything about like publishing on Amazon. I didn't have any connections to any editors or any cover designers or anything like that because back in 2018, you didn't have AI to where you could just like, oh, generate me a book cover and put it out. You know what I'm saying? So I was reading, I want to say Homie Lover Friends by Jocko J. And in the back of that book, Royalty had, you know, if you want to be an author, submit here. And it was from there. It went from there.
So what qualities do you look for when choosing a publisher? Just for authors or potential authors that want to find a publisher, what did you look for when looking for an author?
When I first started, I don't recommend this. I'm just saying what I did when I first started. I went off of popularity. So I went off of the books that I kept seeing over and over again people talk about. But now I would advise people like you have to have a conversation with whoever you're trying to sign with. You have to see what they're willing to do for you. Do they believe in you? You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna help you grow as an author? Are they gonna give you resources and connect you with people that's gonna help you grow, especially like, and then your teammates too, because you're like my teammates, my pen sisters, we all help each other. We each other accountability partner when it comes to writing. And it's like, oh, I might say I don't feel like writing today. No, you gotta do at least 500 words. So it's all about if your publisher is willing to support you and help you grow.
Right. Okay. So let's get into some of these author questions. What made you fall in love with reading and writing?
Reading, I read Wahida Clark's Every Thug Needs a Lady.
Okay.
And it went from there. It went from there. I love that. And then writing, I always did write short stories and stuff. I was that girl like, remember when Bow Wow and Pretty Ricky and them had the message boards and people would do fan fiction. So I used to do that. I used to write fan fiction and it used to get, it used to be pretty popular, my work. And I took some time off for a while, had a baby. And then I started back reading. Me and my best friend she was like, oh, I'm reading this book. I got back into reading, and I'm like, I could do this. I promise you I could do this. And then I wrote, my first book was Loving Me Is Hard to Do, that I wrote for royalty. And so I kept it quiet. The whole process, me signing, me finishing the book, I kept it quiet. And then it came out in March 2018, March 1st, 2018. That's when I posted everything. And, you know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I really got a book out here.
So when you got your cover and you saw your name on the first title, when you physically held your book, what was that like for you?
Oh man, I was shaking. I was like shaking. I had my mom ended up coming over, and I was like, Mom, look at this. And she was like, what is this? She was like, you wrote a book? I was like, yes. It was like one of them things where I did kind of cry because like I love reading. I love urban fiction, urban romance, urban paranormal. I love it all. So for me to be able to, you know, do what I love is a blessing because not everybody can do that. Not everybody can, you know, follow their dreams and actually see it come true or see it to fruition.
Okay. Out of your catalog, who is your book husband, your book boyfriend, or your side ninja?
Oh, okay.
You gotta tell the book so that they can go read it.
Oh, that's hard.
That's not hard. You got titles. You got books. Who is your husband?
I would say my husband, I would probably make a deer from I Left the Lame Ninja for Millionaire Boss. My boyfriend would probably be Sergio. Probably Sergio. And then who else? The side dude?
Who you slide with, baby? Who you sliding?
Oh my God. Let me think. It will probably be my side dude will probably be Aries. It will probably be Aries. I would keep the toxic one that's a boyfriend and the side dude, and the established and respectful one as the husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you love and what do you hate about being an author?
Well, I love creating stories. I love being able to dip into my creativity bag and just, you know, kind of do whatever I want. The thing that I hate about being an author, I wouldn't say I hate this. It would more so be like with certain stories, because I've written paranormals too. So I feel like with paranormals, you got more creative freedom because you can do whatever. Like you can make something appear out of thin air without an explanation. But with like urban romance, it's still fiction, but it still has to make sense to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like he just can't go around, you know, unaliving people and the police just don't ask no questions. You get what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So it would be, I guess the barrier on creativity for certain genres is probably something that I dislike the most.
Because the element of magic, there's no explanation for the element of
Yeah,
magic.
no, you can do whatever. Like you can, because my favorite paranormal author is Natavia. I love her. Like I love her. And I be reading and I'm like, some of the things that she be doing, I be like, see, I know she had fun writing this because there is no barrier. Like you could just go, you could do whatever. You can make, if you want $1 million, all she gotta do is snap her finger and $1 million next to her, you know? So.
And there's no explanation.
Yeah, but with urban romance, just like with Married to an Unhinged Billionaire, it's kind of like I really wanted him to go very crazy, but because he is a public figure and he has this multi-billion-dollar company, I can't just have him going crazy. And I'm talking about some, oh, well, he's on the news and all this other stuff. So I can't have him going around committing unalivings and nobody's questioning that. The media is not questioning that. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, how do I still have him keep his public appearance and still be unhinged? Like, it's a lot of thinking that goes into it. And while I love Musani and them, it's like, oh, they
were your nerves.
Yeah, but I mean, and that was the one thing, because I feel like with unhingedness, it's like you have to, like, they crazy. So with him, it's more of he has to find loopholes to do certain things and commit certain crimes. So I kind of expand on that in part 3. But even still, it's still kind of like, oh my God, like I still feel like kind of like in a box with it, but I make it work. But I really would like to like do more paranormals in the future.
But why are you not doing
it? Because like I feel like you have to also be in a certain type of headspace for paranormals as well. Because I had one, I took it down. It's called Magic Is His Drug, and part 1 was good, but I just never got back in that headspace to finish that story. Because it's like, and back to some stuff that I hate about being an author, it's like I could put something out there like a part 1 or something, and then when it comes time to do part 2, it'll be like, oh, I shouldn't have wrote that because now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say to get past this. And then it becomes that it's like writer's block happens and stuff like that because you didn't put yourself in this bubble or put this like, I don't know, speed bump right there. And it's like, how am I supposed to get over this hump? I done put this out there. Everybody done read it and I can't just change it, you know? Right. So
how do you get back from writer's block?
How do I come back from writer's block? I meditate a lot. I do meditate a lot. Sometimes I read other people's books, you know, just to help. Like if you just stuck writing in your head all the time trying to come up with ideas, sometimes it helps if you read. You can get inspired by other people and stuff like that, or not inspired as in take their ideas, but just kind of, you know, it helps you like release. Yeah. Because you're worried about that story. You're not thinking about yours. Like, you just got to take a step back sometimes. Take a step back. Now, a lot of authors, it's like, oh, but I'm trying to drop this month and all this stuff. So I don't have a lot of time to step back because I've been there. But sometimes if it take a month, it take a month. You can't do nothing about that because you want to give the readers quality over quantity. So, because the last thing you want is for a reader to be like, oh, this was rushed. And, you know, I'm like,
but they thirsty for a book. And then they be like, well, why the book ain't out? Why the book ain't out? But you want the book to be right. So however long it take.
Yeah, that would be, well, I try to not make people wait too long. I think 7-Figure Hitter was probably the longest wait that I've done. I dropped part 1 in November, and I don't think part 2 dropped until like February or March or something like that. But I also had a lot of personal issues going on top of writer's block. So, but yeah, if they be getting mad, I don't care. I don't care because if I put something.
But how do you balance your life? Because you have your parent, you have a child.
Yes.
Then you have your writing career, and then all the other things you have going on in your life. How do you find balance, or do you?
Right now it's just me writing, and my kids, thank God they're older. So I have a 14-year-old and a 5-year-old. So the 14-year-old, she in her teenage era, you know, so she don't really want to be bothered like that. But the 5-year-old, I feel like you always have to like at least take some time. So it'll be like, oh, Saturday and Sunday I don't write, we do whatever. But if the only time that I kind of take their time for writing is if like my deadline is coming up. So then I'm like, okay, well, y'all gonna have to wait because I need to write. I need to go over edits and do all this other stuff. But it's, to me, it's not too much of a balance or like a struggle to balance them because they know what their mom does. Like, if I got my laptop open and my 5-year-old come in, she be like, "Oh, are you writing your book?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Okay, well, I'll come back later." So they understand. They know.
So does she understand that you are creating stuff for other people?
Yeah, I don't know 100% if she knows, but I'm gonna say she know what a book is, so maybe she do or don't. You know what I mean? Like I can't tell because like my 14-year-old, she go to school, she be showing she'll Google me and show her teachers and all that stuff, and I'm like, girl, I do not want these teachers reading about these crazy men.
But they probably
But
already read about the crazy men. They just didn't put two and two together.
well, also the titles too, though. Like I left a lane ninja for a millionaire boss. Like, don't go to school and show your teachers that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you show them that? But yeah, they my number one fans, especially my oldest. She be showing her friends and everything, and I'm like, your friends cannot read none of my books yet. Y'all have to be 18 and older.
Do you see any inkling of your children wanting to read? I mean, wanting to write too? As want to be an author?
Yeah, my 5-year-old come home every day with a book she wrote or drew. Like she get the paper and staple it together and be like, "Oh, here's the book that I made."
Um,
And then my daughter, she wants me to write a teen series. Because I did notice like it's not a lot of that I've seen. It's not a lot of teen books like you know how we used to read the Babysitters Club and it's not a lot of those, but that's something that would take a lot from me because they can start out they can start out regular teenagers, and then the next thing I know, some I don't know anything could happen, you know. So I don't know if I can stay in that box just yet because that's kind of difficult.
but that's fair because I was like, "Oh, can I do it?" I don't know.
Yeah, I want to though for her, but it's just like I I don't know. I could. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard for me.
That is funny. What's one thing you'll always include in your books?
One thing the woman gonna always come out on top. Like the protagonist is always gonna come out on top. She gonna always have a happy ending. I don't because I feel like we need to escape from reality. When you read a book, you want to forget about your problems, and you know, urban romance. You have characters that mirror you, like or somebody. So like I'm a single mother, so the single mother gonna get the rich man with the nice cars and all of that stuff every time. It's not gonna be nothing. And if they ever came to like film or something, it's gonna stay the same. She gonna come out on top. And depending on how bad the villain is, they gonna always be unalive for the most part or tortured at least.
It's not going to be happy for them.
At all. At all.
Okay, quick question. Do you feel like Cayenne deserved what happened to him?
Yup.
Okay, because I do
Yeah,
too.
he deserved it. He deserved cause he knew the whole time who Reagan was. Oh no, that was Desmond. I'm sorry, that was Desmond. But even still, he knew that her and Sergio had a one night stand, and he knew that the baby was his. He let her like basically call him, or I think KJ's middle name was the same as Sergio, so he wasn't technically a junior. But you let this lady like name her son after you and everything, and you already know everything. Yeah, he deserved it. He deserved
I
everything.
thought he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I thought he was a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
he deserved everything.
let me ask you this. What ingredients make a good character?
It's male and female, or just
Or
in general?
let's talk female. What characteristics make a what ingredients make a good female character? Main character.
I like. I would say my main ingredient will probably be like strong. Very like a strong person. I hate a weak female character. I don't like them, so to speak. Confident, or not necessarily confident, but the potential to have confidence depending on how I write them. So by the end of the story, she's not second guessing herself. She's not doubting herself or anything like that. And um, what else? Oh, smart. She got to be intelligent. She can't be no airhead.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, let's talk character names. Is that hard to come up with character names, or do you?
Um,
Listen, I'm trying
no.
to write my little personal story, and these character names is wearing my ass out.
If anything, it's hard for me to keep up like with the side characters, like the moms and the dads and all those. I'll just name them some mom name, but I'll forget, and I'll forget, and I'll be having to go back into part one and be like, oh, what's Kiyomi mama name, because I forgot. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like my main characters, not really, because normally it's either I'll see somebody out, like I'll look at waitresses' names when I go get something to eat. I look at name tags a lot. If you got a name tag, I'ma look. So I do it that way, or I'll just kind of like go on like the baby name sites, and I'll just look at the names, and whatever name that just kind of stick with me, like I'll look and I'll be like, oh, okay, that was nice, and if I'll keep scrolling, but I'll come back to that one. That's kind of how the names go. And then with the men, I try to give them names. Like I look at the meaning of their names to kind of like fit their personalities or something like that. Sometimes I give like the characters, like the love interest, their names will coincide with each other. So like Aries, his name is Firebase. So maybe in his book, his love interest might be a Firebase. Her name might be Firebase too, or something like that. But I do try to keep them unique.
Um. So, what genre haven't you written in that you want to write in? What and the same for trope. What trope do you feel like is gonna be like the next thing for you?
Um, genre, I probably contemporary romance. I have done it a little bit, like novellas and stuff, but as far as a full length novel, I haven't. So I would like to do that because I feel like contemporaries. Because eventually, I want to expand into film and stuff. So I feel like a contemporary romance got a better chance of making it than like an unhinged billionaire. You know what I mean?
You know what? I just think that sometimes people miss opportunities, and I like a good contemporary romance, but I prefer the unhinged billionaire on TV. I like Lifetime. I like the badass. You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be for us? It's always we got to be palatable.
Yeah. But my whole thing with doing, so if I was to do Musani's story, I would need the budget for it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I don't want a Tubi budget. I want to really make him a hotel billionaire. And I don't, and not to say that I would never have that budget, but a contemporary to me will be easier because they'll be just regular people falling in love with minor conflict. You get what I'm saying? So I think it'll be easier budget wise to do that. And then what was the other part of the question?
Which genre do you want to step into?
Oh yeah, contemporary, and I do want to step back into paranormal. I want to step back into that.
Genre. Oh, and trope. What type of trope do you
Oh.
see coming up?
Um. Oh, I kind of did them all though. I think. um. Maybe. Maybe Secret Baby. I don't think I've done that one that I can remember. I haven't done that one. Forced proximity. Like, I have a Christmas story that I've been holding on to that's forced proximity. I would like to do that.
Okay.
And like getting married when you drunk, like when they get drunk and they get married. I want to do that. Yeah,
And they stay married.
maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Do you read and watch reviews?
Yes. Yes, I do. Because I don't mind a bad review, but I don't like it if you give me a bad review because the story didn't go how you wanted to. You know what I mean? Like if a character dies and you didn't want them to die, that's the authors. That's what they probably had planned from the beginning. You know, so you can't do nothing about that. Or I've gotten not like 1-star reviews, but I've gotten reviews where people be like, "Oh, I didn't know this was a series," and anything from me is gonna be a series unless it's a novella. Unless I put it on the cover that's a standalone, it's a series. But I also do like take constructive criticism very well. You know what I'm saying? So if they have a problem with, the character development or more or less like sometimes I'll make my female characters a little whiny and not realize it. And I don't really like whiny characters like that. So if they feel like if I have too many reviews that say, "Oh, she cried too much," then I'll kind of try to toughen her up a little bit to where she's still in character. But I think reviews are important. I do, especially if they coming from the heart, especially if they coming from somebody who reads avidly, and you can tell who reads avidly and who don't. So yeah, I read them. I do.
Name 3 things that you have to have in order to create.
A clear mind, some candy, or some candy, like a lot of candy, and my I don't know if I could say the online, but yeah, that's what I need when I sit down.
A little, a little something touching grass. That's
No, but just the digital ones, not the cancer sticks.
got you,
Yeah,
got you, got you, got
I
you.
need them.
Um,
Oh, and music.
so I've interviewed probably about maybe 70 authors so far. Maybe.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
But it's down the middle. Some people have to have quiet, some people have to have music. That's crazy to me.
It really for me. It really depends. Like for real, it really depends. Cause sometimes, so if I'm writing a fight scene, right, I need to have fight music on. I gotta have I have to have fight music. I'm playing Crime Mob or some stuff like that. And then if I'm doing intimate scenes and I'm having, because I don't really like intimate scenes, I hate writing those, but I need to have like some Casey and Jodeci playing or somebody. And then sometimes I could just write in silence. But most of the time, it's either music in the background or TV for me.
Okay, so riddle me this. Why do and you're an author, honey. I don't find it hard writing intimate scenes. Why do most authors why don't they like writing the specs?
Because some of these readers they like corn, basically. Like they,
Well, this is
and
not
I'm
my
not,
story. This is your story. So you write this
but
on
it
your
just
story.
be, it's like they just be wanting it too graphic, and I don't know, cause like I will say though, I think, let me see, Married to an Unhinged Billionaire doesn't have that many intimate scenes.
Right.
The book that has the most intimate scenes that come to the top of my head would be I Left a Lane for a Millionaire Boss. I think that one has the most, but I don't know. I just don't like writing them. I don't. And then I'm single. You know what I'm saying? So I'm shoot. My characters be getting. My characters be getting more than me. Like I don't know. I don't. But then it just really depends because like it could be. So for instance, I do certain intimate scenes differently. So just like for instance, Willow and Samir, I think everybody's anticipating their first time, you know. So I'll it'll their scene will probably be a little bit more detailed than the scenes with Kiyomi and Musani because we've already been in a bedroom, you know. And I want people to, because you know Willow, she like girls now. Kofi messed it
Does
up
she
for
really
her.
like girls, or that's her defense mechanism?
She really did like Ivy. She really did. But Kofi, he messed it up. Cause how you gonna sit up here? You gonna say that I'm childish and you blame me for our breakup, but in reality you was cheating. You got the girl pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So she Willow need to be turned out. Is what needs to happen. And I know that Samir. Yeah, so certain things like that, but just in general, or just like if I'm writing a villain, like Desmond when he was messing with his, what was it, his boss's wife in the hotel room and stuff like that. I don't like writing stuff like that, but it had to happen so they can know. I wanted the people to hate him. Okay. Yeah.
What's too far? What's too far for you? What is something that you'll never write about because it's just too far?
I would never explicitly write a grape scene. I'll probably hint at it, like he might grab her and throw her on the bed or something, but I would never explicitly write the actual deed. I would never do that. I have written about like child trafficking and stuff. I did that in, I think it was Loving Me Is Hard to Do. The girl was being trafficked and whatever, and Sweet Southern Secrets, I have hinted that her husband, the lady's husband, was it, but I don't think I would ever explicitly write anything dealing with teenagers or children like that. Or babies, anything harming a child. Like I know in Seven Figure Hitter, she gave the little boy peanut butter because he was allergic, but that's probably as far as I'll go. I'll never. And in another book I took down, it was a thug healed my heart. The baby daddy's girlfriend was beating on a little girl, but I never expressed that. It was just like, oh, she lifted up her shirt and saw the bruises. But yeah, anything dealing with children, grape, or anything, like I'm not gonna do.
Okay. Do you need visuals to write, or a working title?
Sometimes. It just depends. So like a lot of these thirst traps on TikTok, I'll get an inspiration from them. But Not really, cause I feel like sometimes if you post visuals of certain characters, it's not what the reader expect. So it kind of like, you know, it kind of messes up the vision for them. I feel like writing is something that's supposed to be detailed enough to where the reader can conjure up however they want the person to look. Because everybody, like my vision of Musani is probably different from yours and everybody else that read it. You get what I'm saying? So I just kind of like to leave it at that. But I have done like inspirations to certain characters. But
If you could collab with any author that you haven't collabed with, who would it be?
um, if I could collab with any author, who would it be? That's kind of hard. I would want to collab with Natavia because she one of my favorites. I would like to collab with a good friend of mine, Pernisha Aj, if I could. And who else? Oh, Jazzy. I would like to collab with her because Jazzy personality is. I feel like we could balance each other out with the characters. So yeah, those would be my three.
I can see that. I can see that. Define your idea of the great American novel. How you see it, not society.
The greater, like, what you mean? Maybe I'm not understanding it.
So, a great American novel is what society deems like, what is his name? To Kill a Mockingbird. They have their own ways of determining what the great American novel is for Americans. And I feel like a lot of Black authors have those qualities. Like I am a big component of like a Jacques J, L. and they to me are writing those type of novels where they're leaving you with emotions,
Yeah.
laughter. They're lasting characters. What do you think the great American novel is and should be?
Oh man, I think uh, I think it would have to be, especially for us as Black people, with us coming out on top. Like with Black people coming out on top, kind of like how essentially. Did you watch that show Lovecraft Country?
I didn't, but I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Basically, at the end, even though they got canceled, at the end we was up one. They took the magic away because they weren't supposed to be using it anyway. They took the power away from the white people, and it was just ours. You know what I'm saying? So mine would be because a lot of like To Kill a Mockingbird is one of my favorite stories, but it's just so sad because it's like
Right.
why he had to be unalived at the end. Like he was almost there.
Right.
It's almost like oh my God, what's that movie with Sam Jackson in it when he went in the courthouse and unalived those two guys? I cannot remember the name of it because they raped his daughter and he ended up getting off. So that was like
I know what you're talking about.
I cannot think of the name of it, but it will be for us to come out on top every time because we deserve it. We are strong people. Everything that we do is imitated. And then we like if we do it just like we wear braids as ghetto. But Kim Kardashian put braids in her hair. It's a fashion statement. So my idea would be that we are recognized as a great people and that we get our justice and that we come out on top.
Let's ask a couple of things about you. What would your readers be shocked to know about you?
Oh Lord. I'm a nerd. I like anime a lot. I watch anime more than I watch regular TV. So yeah. And let me see what else. That's probably the most shocking thing, considering like I be writing all of these unhinged. But Adair and I Left Lane, he did have an anime company, so that was kind of a hint, you know. But yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I like sci-fi. I like Harry Potter. I watch all that stuff. But it'd be funny because it's like you wouldn't think if you read Unhinged Billionaire, you wouldn't think that. But yeah, One Piece.
I would have never guessed.
Oh
Not
yeah, I
based
love it.
on how you write. Do
I
you
love
think
it.
that's
One
a
Piece is my
misconception,
favorite.
though? But do you think that's a misconception that people automatically assume that because you write it, that's what you like all the time?
Yeah, it is. Somebody said Jujitsu. I like that one too. But yeah, I'm a nerd for sure, and I'm a homebody. Like I don't like people. That would be another thing.
I about
I
like
don't.
because most artists don't like people.
I don't like. Okay, so I can be social when it calls for it. So if I was to go to a book event, I wouldn't be like standoffish or nothing. I would definitely welcome everybody with open arms. But I went to the Chris Brown concert and I didn't know how that was gonna go because I don't like large crowds of people anymore. But I had fun. I had the time of my life, but I don't know. I just like being at home. I'm safe here. Like,
For the most part. For the most
yeah.
part. Describe yourself in one word.
Oh, um, confident.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Name something that everybody loves but you hate.
Game of Thrones. I did not like it. um, And I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people they like new hip hop. I don't really like the new ones. Like what's that one NBA young boy? Uh I don't like it.
Me neither.
I, I yeah, I could it's a lot. Like uh social media in a way, you know, because I feel like everybody trying to live a false life a little bit, you know. So like I wanna do the content creation where I'm like, oh, get ready to write with me and all that other stuff, but I want it to be authentic, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I don't like Game of Thrones. I've been trying to watch it, I can't get into
I'm
it.
not gonna watch it. So you got.
Why?
I don't want to. It's not my
I'm a
thing.
try. I'm gonna try, but see, for me to start a new show, I can't have nothing going on. Like I can't be writing or not, because if it's good, I'm
You
a
gotta watch it.
yeah. So I was just like, nah. But everybody keeps like my cousins, they be having watch parties and stuff, and I be in the kitchen with the wings and whatever because I don't want to watch that. I just came here for the food.
Okay. What hates to see you coming? Like for me, um, my ATM card hates to see me coming. What hates to see you coming?
um, probably a lot. A lot hate to see me coming. But maybe I like to eat. So food. Like but specifically soul food. Like, you know, soul food, it's over for me. It's over for the food, it's over for me.
Okay.
Cause
Okay.
I'm covered.
Um, fill in the blank. Blank is life.
Blank is life. Love is life.
My pen is
Fire.
Okay. Okay. All right. Where do you
Oh,
see?
episode of One Piece. That might be it, Fairy Godmother.
What is that?
It's an anime.
Oh, okay. See, you should know all the stuff. I don't be knowing none of that stuff. My
That
son
that
might
would
know
probably
it.
be my answer. Anime hate to see me coming. There we go. I'm sorry.
Um, let's see. Do I have any other questions for you? Uh, I don't. I don't. Okay, so where do you see the LaKeisha brand in 5 years?
hopefully, hopefully I could be shoot entering or at least writing scripts in 5 years. Probably not
We're
on the
gonna
big screen.
manifest. This is. I would call this a manifestation question. We're not gonna hope. We're gonna manifest. What are we
Okay.
manifesting for 5 years?
That LaKeisha is writing scripts for
Okay.
sure. I
Okay.
want to write scripts. I have a couple of books that I would like to turn into movies. I have a couple of original ideas, so or TV shows, short series, but I got a few,
Okay.
and I want to. So hopefully, I'll be writing scripts by then.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
All right. You ready to pop your shit a little bit?
Okay.
All right. So, will you be at any book events coming up between now and the end of 2026?
I hope so. I hope so.
You
I
ready to
haven't
go?
confirmed anything yet. I know A. Lewis is doing like a is it a family reunion or
Yeah,
something?
but that's 2027.
Is it? I thought it
Mhm.
was next year. Oh
2027.
no. I don't know. I really want to, but every time I don't find out about book events until they already happen though.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to get on Jaleesa Reed's Book Me There at
Can
every
you send me the
event.
link?
I can. I can.
Yes, because I don't find out about the book events until they didn't already happen, or they be like, oh, next week. And I'm like, next week. Now, I did try to sign up for the Black Romance Fest because it was so big last year, but I did not. It was like 500 of us that applied. And I'm sad because Zane's gonna be there, and I'm not. I love Zane. That hurt my feelings when I saw that. I was like, why they didn't pick me? I wanted
Yeah,
to be there so
you got to
bad.
get out to these book events, Miss Ma'am,
Well,
so
I know
we can love on you and buy all your books.
it's one happening in Vegas
We're gonna
next
book you.
year.
Mhm.
So I might actually, cause I live in Vegas.
So you
So
need to join that immediately.
well, it was closed. So, but I will come. Like I'm gonna come as a spectator, and I might have. I don't know if she'll allow it, but I might have like my little cards with the little QR code on the back and pass them out or
Yeah,
something.
um, um, I'm sure Shannon and Storm won't mind. But I'll be your podcaster for that event. So make sure you come hug on me.
I am. I'm gonna come because I saw that, but whenever it was the time, I didn't sign up for it because, like I said, I had a lot of personal things going on, so I didn't sign up. But I will come. Me and my I don't know if I'm gonna bring my daughter or one of my friends, but we're gonna be there.
Why don't you? If I and I don't think Storm and Shannon are in here. Let me see. Yeah, I think Storm left. Just I would just email them and
Um,
say, if you have any openings, can you let me know? If someone drops out, can you let me know? Because she might get a spot or two somewhere. You never know.
maybe that'll be my first because I have never done any book events before, so that'll be my first one.
That is a
Just
good
like
one.
this is my first podcast. I wasn't nervous, thank God. Just a
See,
little bit.
I told you it was a conversation.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
but
glad
you hear
it's a
that? I'll be like, I
conversation.
don't know. I'll be like, I don't know
Exactly.
what to expect.
I told you. But see, this to me, this is the this is a good way to get into for authors to do interviews, and then when they do other interviews, they're not so nervous. Because I try and make mine conversational. I don't like to do too many hard questions. I try
Yeah,
not to
make
make
it
them
organic.
political. Yeah, I just try and
Yeah.
make it a conversation because I just really want the readers to know who you are, what books are, who's the face behind these books.
It's me. It's me. And it'd be funny because people meet me and they be like, oh, like when you tell somebody you write a book, like, and like the people that I went to high school with, and so every time I see somebody when I was living back at home, see them in the grocery store, oh, you need to write a book about my life. And I'm like, I've been knowing you since you was 13. Don't nobody want to know nothing about your life.
But they think that's interesting.
I mean, but don't get me wrong. Like every character that I have, I always implement something of myself in them. Especially like my earlier work. So if you read "Loving Me Is Hard to Do," Lyric is basically me, because that was my very first book. So I had to write what I know. You know what I'm saying? And then as it go on, like Reagan is more closely related to me than Rice would be. So Reagan was easy to write. Rice was kind of hard, you know. And Kiyomi too. Like Kiyomi, the only difference between me and her is that she got a son, I got daughters.
Okay.
So yeah, but you always should put a little piece of yourself in your books, you know.
I love
Like,
that because I often ask which character, I just didn't ask it this time, is most like you. So Keon,
that would definitely be Lyric from Loving Me Is Hard to Do. Because at the time, let's see, at the time, that's when I only had my oldest. So my name LaKeisha, her name Lyric, and then she had her daughter, and I think I even made her the same age as me at the time. I made her daughter the same age as my daughter. It was just like different things happened. But shoot, Lyric liked to fight. At one point, you couldn't keep me off somebody's head. So I mean, there it is. But like I said, you should always at least incorporate, or just like I've gotten like ideas from my friends and family and stuff. So what is it? Find a Love with a Thug. My friend worked at a daycare and she was telling us about the people that she works with. And this one lady was having a baby with her cousin. Yeah, it was weird. But I made the villain. She was groomed by her cousin and they was in a relationship and stuff. Because I feel like there's a lot of subjects that happen in the Black community that aren't touched on. And incest is one of them. Like, regardless if people want to just say, oh, that's what white people do. No, it happens over here too. Now they might be in love with their cousin, but over here, you know, you touching on whoever is still like, you know, that's still incest. If you over here and letting uncle this, that, and the third, it's the same thing. So I have put that in a book, and she was reading it because I didn't tell her. She was reading it. And she called me and she was like, I cannot believe you put that. Oh yeah. Cause you know, you hear stuff. And like, when Rice had ran over Desmond at the gas station, I was working at a gas station and this lady found out that happened. And I just put it in the book. The lady didn't run her husband over, Rice did, but you know, any type of drama that happened, anything that's crazy, and you see it for yourself, why not write about it? What they gonna do? Change some names and that's it. Like was working at Sprint.
But what people don't understand is the general public don't know who you are. When you write about people, or you might put something in, they don't know if it's true or if it's fiction. They have no idea.
I even got mad at people and put them and made them villains. Like I've done in Loving Me Is Hard to Do. Lyric was working at AT&T. I was working at Sprint, and my manager, I could not stand her. Like she was horrible, and so I I put her, and she was always favoring this other girl that was there. Like, so what I did was I I ended up making the manager in the book, the favorite girl. I ended up making her sleep with the manager's husband. Yeah, I did.
That's your get back. That's your get back.
Huh?
That was your get back.
Cause I had ended up like I could not stand this lady, and she was just very like rude, like very rude. But she would always put this girl on the highest pedestal. So I said, okay, well I don't know what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna say nothing to you or her, but and that happened. And when she found out in the book, it was a big thing. And people was like, I feel like this kind of carried on longer than it should have, and it did. I'm not gonna lie, but I needed to get that out, so I did.
Question though, you mentioned something I want to. Oh, you had mentioned something about using characters. Do they ever find out using like the manager and stuff? Like, do the people?
Oh,
Do they ever find out?
unless they read it. Unless they read it, like, a Hinge Billionaire got some people in it that I don't like. I'm not gonna say the character, but unless they read it, they're not gonna know.
Okay.
You could tell if they was to read it, they would be able to tell. But I mean, because like most of my friends and family and people that they don't read. Like I was one Christmas, my niece was on live, and I'm telling everybody from my old neighborhood, because I'm from Detroit, and I'm like, read my book, and they like, ain't nobody reading books, and I'm like, okay. Now you ain't gonna never know if you in there or not.
Can I ask a question? Are you ever surprised that people don't read, like they don't find any enjoyment in reading anything?
Yes, I am, because I will read a book before I watch a TV show.
Me too.
I will. And then I was telling, because like one time I was telling my sister something, and I was like, oh, you know what? That ain't even no show. That's a whole book that I read. You know, because sometimes they be better. They be better because like TV now, they just recycling stuff. Like it's only a couple of things that's like new, like a fresh idea. Like Abbott Elementary, that's a fresh idea to me. It's similar to Seinfeld, but I mean not Seinfeld, but The Office, but it's still a fresh idea. Who would have thought of that? You know, but I don't know why people don't read
credit in any shows for anything because they want to make it all about these people.
Yeah, and I don't know, cause I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all be missing with these books. Hey, Ruby. Hey. But yeah, I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all be missing with these books, cause they be good. They be real good.
I be so mad at Hollywood sometimes. Like sometimes they should pick up some books and be like, let me look and see what these people they Black Book Talk is a thing. It's a real place.
I don't know why either.
From Black Book Talk?
There are several books that I would like to see. You know, I become movies, and then the ones that they do, they trim it down so much to where it's not even like the book anymore. Cause like The Color Purple, I read The Color Purple after I saw the movie, and I'm like, is this the same thing? Cause it's nothing like the book is 100 times better. 100 times. But I don't know why. Like I'm not as avid as a reader as I used to be, cause I'm a writer now.
You're creative.
Yeah, I want to be though, cause it's like I think. Let me see. The last new series that I read, and I didn't finish it. But it was The Hood's Virgin Mary. That was really good.
I couldn't read it.
You couldn't? I thought it was it because of the guy?
The beginning. Is that this who wait a minute. Is that the same book that Toya told me to read?
Oh, when her mama
Was she a little off a little bit, a little touch? Was that the same book?
who's the main I didn't think she was. I'm gonna have to go back and reread it now. I didn't think she was.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, no, she didn't because her mama was on drugs. Yeah.
I couldn't get past that.
It was
That
good. I didn't get to finish it though, because I had that's when my whole life just started falling apart. But it was good. That was the last one. But I just reread some books by Carrie Lowe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just reread Carrie Lowe. She did the Love and Angel series. Mm-hmm. So I just reread a couple of books from her. But I really would like to be. Oh, and I reread a Diamond Johnson book. She's one of my faves too.
So let me ask you this before you go, and we close out the podcast. If you can induct 3 authors into the Author Hall of Fame, who would they be? They could be
okay. Well, I'm gonna do ones that's like. I won't do like the Wahidas and stuff like that this time. Okay.
If you want to.
Okay. I would do Natavia. Okay. I would definitely induct her. She got range for days. I would do Diamond Johnson. Diamond Johnson has made me cry a lot. And lastly, I would do Carrie Lowe. I would do her. I love her. Yeah, I would. Those 3.
Okay. If you could go to dinner with 5 authors or writers, dead or alive, who would they be?
I would do those 3, and I would do Quan, the author of Hoodlum.
Love him.
I love him. I want to meet him. And who else? Last one. Who else would I want to? Either Keisha Irvin or Nikki Turner.
I'm voting for Keisha Irvin. I'm nothing against Nikki Turner, but I'm voting for Keisha Irvin. I love her. I loved her work. I was.
It was another one. I think her name was Kiki Swanson.
Yeah.
She actually retweeted me like years and years ago. She tweeted me. I can't even remember what I said to her, but yeah, those because I just they successful. They was like doing numbers and stuff before Kindle and ebooks came out. Like I was going to the library ordering like, oh, when y'all get this book, call me. I'm gonna come pick it up. So yeah, I would, and they set the ground because that's. Most of those authors is where you start, like Quan and see Quan is a true like urban author with no romance, and I'm actually because I like the urban romance. I really don't like just straight urban, but him like the way he does stuff. Yes, because I haven't finished the animal series, but I ain't gonna lie, I was mad at him. I haven't finished it. Cause I was reading it and then in between I became an author, so I wasn't able to go back. But I ain't gonna lie, I was mad.
I don't think he finished with Animal.
He's not?
I don't think so. I don't think in my mind of mine, Animal was not unalived in that last book. And I feel I think he needs to come. I think he needs to do a final Animal book.
I was so hurt when they unalived his wife, Gucci. I was so hurt. And that's another reason I'm gonna have to put this down for a while because she was my favorite and she was just so good for him. And
she was a little older than him, right?
Just a little bit, but
I'm a reader.
I was so hurt. I wanted to cry because I'm like, why you do that to him? Like you could have took. And I was kind of feeling some type of way when he took out her homegirl too. But I was like, but not her. I was so sad. I was like, I had the book and I was just like, you know what, let me just put this down for a minute. Because sometimes authors will do that to you. You just got to put it down and just look and just think about what you read. Like, why you do that? Kind of like how y'all do me with that cliffhanger. Like, why you do that?
You're not right. You're not right for that cliffhanger.
Well, I will say, like, so it won't get fully addressed until a little later. So just so people don't be like expecting to open a book and they deal with it right then and there. Like, yeah, Willow's gonna react, you know, but everybody has to remember that Musani's in a coma right now. And when he wake up, he's focused on James Clifton and stuff right now. You know, so really it's up to the family to say something to him. And they scared, you know.
But Paris was something different.
Who? Oh, Portia.
Portia.
Oh, okay.
Let me get my notes.
And you know what? I was kind of scared to do her how I did. I was. Because I didn't know how. But I didn't know how the readers was gonna perceive it. You get what I'm saying? With her talking to herself, and because I was trying to at least at the beginning make it seem like this was actually a real person, and then you slowly realize that I think that her ass might be talking to herself. She just might be talking to herself, but I didn't know how people was gonna take that, you know, because it's kind of different. It's really different. You don't see that every day. But
I do something similar, and I was like, well, God damn it, she did it. So I don't know if I can pull it off.
No, go ahead. Because, I mean, that's, like I said, especially like with mental illness, just like I was saying earlier about the incest in the Black community, mental illness is also widely ignored in our community. You know what I'm saying? And they will
go in the back room or...
Yeah, and they will wait until something gets out of hand before they actually try to deal with it, which is kind of a little bit of what happened with Portia and her mom, because it was like her mom was like, okay, get the medicine taken, whatever, and she put her in the hospital and stuff, but I just feel like that should have been something communicated with everybody. Like, you should have told everybody but of course she didn't want to, you know. And then now that her daughter almost about to, like, you was about to have your daughter marry this man.
You don't know.
And she crazy. And he don't know nothing. Nor did he care. Cause like Musani don't care. He didn't care. Like, you see when they had they lad, like okay.
But they was pushing for him to marry Portia. So you know what I think it was? I think it was the mama would then be able to breed. Because it wouldn't be.
Yeah, well, she'll be able to benefit off of the two sons, you know, wealth and money and stuff like that. And if she got a baby by him, then that's just, you know, y'all tied together for life. Yeah. Now I will say this about part 3. So you will see the backstories with Josiah and Willow's mom and Angeline. And how these kids came to be. Okay. So I'm excited about that. So you'll see
loopholes, the little holes that we may have questions about, because somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, why you write a story about this?"
Well, no. So when Musani finds out, right? I didn't want to have this like, because you know I write in first person. So I didn't want to have this long ass speech between the uncle and the aunt and his mom about how he got here. You know what I'm saying? And same for Willow. So it was either I was gonna have to do that, or I should just write him a chapter and he just tell you how it happened. So I think Josiah has 2 chapters, and they're flashback chapters of like what happened. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like, I do not like Musani's mom. I don't like her. And y'all gonna continue not to like her. Like, cause when you see like what happened between her and Josiah, you gonna be like, lady, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
So that's why
So
she
yeah.
vanished to damn Haiti. Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, I'll tell one secret. One secret. I will say that Angeline does not know that Willow is Josiah's daughter. I'll say that. That's the only thing I'm giving away.
Wait a minute.
That's
Hold a minute.
that's
I'm
the
not
only
gonna ask
thing
no
I'm
questions.
giving.
I'm not gonna ask no questions. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That was major.
Yeah, I'll give that
So that's
one.
really his sister, not his cousin? Kill me now.
I will say, like, she does not know that he had any dealings with her her mama. Like Angeline don't. But when you read it, you're gonna see why.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Cause
right.
I can give that away because it's so much, like it's a lot. So I can definitely give that away and it not be like no major, you know. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
that. Listen. Can't wait to read book 3. All right. So let's find out where the people can find you.
You can find me, author LaKeisha, on TikTok, Instagram, and then Facebook. You can find me at author LaKeisha Presents Urban Nerds, the reader group, and then LaKeisha Chenault on Facebook as well.
Okay. You have a website?
No, I don't. Not yet. Not yet.
You do know I have a
Rebranding.
website. Where's this website? Do you know that if they decide to shut all this shit down, that you don't have nowhere for people to land, right? You got to do a website.
I had one a long, long time ago, but honestly, I wasn't doing anything with it, so I just shut it down. But I am working on, because my brand is Urban Nerds, so I am slowly getting that together. But it's a money thing because I want it to look a certain type of way. So
You
I was
need
like, let me
to get
just
that
focus.
landing page. People got to find you.
Yeah. So I'm just, I was like, let me push these books out. And then 2026 is more of like a rebranding year for me. So I'll be posting a lot of new things soon.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Any advice to new authors, old authors?
To anybody that wants to write a book and you scared, write the book. Write the book, put your ideas out there, and because you never know, you might have something that's going take over the internet like Jaquel J been doing. You have no idea. Write the book, publish the book, believe in yourself, but put it out there. Don't hold back. You never know who you are, what type of brand you're gonna have, what type of success you're gonna have if you don't take the risk. Write the book. Yes.
Write the book. I think that's my last question. Let me pop my shit real quick. So tomorrow we have author A. Lewis. We'll be talking all things Brave. We'll be talking about her new book, The Whistler. Clock that T, clock that T. We'll be talking about Unmatched. And we might even mention The Mother-in-Law. If y'all never read The Mother-in-Law by A. Lewis and Son of a Bitch, when I tell you she know how to write a good family dysfunction, that's your girl right there. The Whistler was 5 freaking stars. Y'all hear me? 5 stars. Top of the line. That's a good one. If you like paranormal, read The Whistler. What else? So that's tomorrow. So we'll be talking to A. Lewis. Next week, I won't have any particular guest on. I will be at the Boozy Book Tour Chicago, podcasting live there. So you will be seeing me go live at the Boozy Book Tour. And I'll be talking to all authors that's available to talk to me. And the I'll be talking to Shannon and Storm as well, and some of the content creators. So be prepared. I'm super excited about that. Um, and then my next event would be Woozy Book Tour Las Vegas, where I'll be podcasting live there. Super excited about that. That's February 28th through March 1st, or 27th through March 1st. Then I'll be hosting the book event, Shelly P's event in Los Angeles, California. That's another good one because you can still sign up. They still have signups available at the Cali Book and Author Takeover in Los Angeles, California. So I'll be hosting that event. So those are the confirmed events. Oh, and I will be in Denver, but we'll talk about Denver probably at the beginning of the year. Um, what else is going on with me? Uh, if you guys don't know, I did cancel the Napa and Book Takeover. Um, things just are not lining up the way that I would like for them to line up. Along with pricing is just too expensive, and I fiscally can't take credit for you guys spending an obscene amount of money. It's ridiculous right now. Um, as you guys do know, I'm writing my first book. I don't have a title yet, but it will probably be out around Valentine's Day. So, yay. Um,
No, congratulations.
no, no. It's not
Why?
as easy as people say it is. It's not. But I'm working on it. I'm working. I got some uh good people behind me helping me.
Are you
After
almost done?
huh?
You almost done?
No, I'm in the
Okay.
middle.
Okay.
Um, Author Latoya, Nicole, Storm, everybody's giving me some great advice. Super excited about that. But that's what I have going on for right now. So my first release, I'm hoping, praying, fingers crossed that it'll be around Valentine's Day in 2026. So that's what's going on with me. I would like to thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. I cannot wait for book 3. I am gonna go back in your catalog and read a little bit more because your pen is magnificent. I
Thank
love
you
it.
so much.
Um,
I had so much
and
fun.
that's it for today.
See
Thank you
y'all
guys for
later.
coming and spending time with us. Y'all make sure y'all read her books. Y'all follow her on all her social media platforms. This will be on YouTube. I am working. I have about 9 videos I need to post onto YouTube. So this will be one of them. And it's under the Book and Blizzy YouTube channel. So you'll be seeing it probably by Tuesday at the latest. So
Okay. Thank
thank you guys.
you.
Happy reading. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I can't get out.
I'll let you out.
Okay.